Welcome to your Daily 5 for Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. I did a 5 last week, the last 5 of last week, the Thursday 5, where I ironically talked about something that actually was going to be released the same day, where I said that what I want to see is that 20% of Star Wars stuff is off the beaten path. That's something different, that isn't of the traditional kind of, well, most of what we've seen in terms of Star Wars output. And I knew it was coming out, but it just slipped my mind when I was recording the 5. That very day, because it was May 4th, which is the Star Wars made-up holiday thing, that they were releasing the second volume or second collection or second series or whatever we're calling it in the Star Wars Visions anthology series, I guess, or whatever. And the first one had come out 2 years ago? I don't remember now, but the first one was mostly, if not entirely, Japanese animated studios. This one is completely all over the place international. So there's French animation, Indian, Irish, UK, Chilean, Spanish, and I know I'm forgetting a few somewhere else in there. And it is 9 episodes, I want to say. Yeah, I think yes, it is. It's 9 episodes that are all over the place in terms of animation style, in terms of theme. It's just the short version of this is it's magnificent. It's great. It's exactly what I was talking about in my Thursday 5. If they give me stuff like this every so often, then honestly, I don't care what happens with the rest. It can be repetitive. It can be boring. It can be recycled. It's not going to matter as long as I'm getting stuff like this every now and again. This type of series is what reinvigorates me as a Star Wars fan. Honestly, this was the most I was interested in Star Wars in quite a while. And for some people, Andor was this, in terms of giving them something that was Star Wars related while feeling like completely new and different. That's fine. Same idea. There's the first one is my favorite out of the one that's called Sith. The opener is, for me, the best one. But that's really because I think the animation style is so great. But all of them are. There's such a variety. It's the thing that I love so much about these shorts and, honestly, the first season, but this one more so, is you just get so much imagination. There's so much in here where if you know the background, even superficially, because I'm certainly no, world expert or anything, and I don't know deep history on not even my own country. I don't know deep history on anything, but even a casual awareness of some of these countries' backgrounds and their histories will inform how these series or how these shorts work for you. For example, the one that is the Irish one, you can tell there's a lot of the Irish history DNA in that series. The French one, I immediately was thinking of like the partisan struggles against the Nazis. It's very much a World War II spy allegory type of thing. So if you know that background, you're going to see it in there. But even if you don't, they still work really well because they're so beautiful to look at. There's such great animation in this. And really, none of them feel like they're even close to each other in their animation style. I think that's such a strength, where every one of them has a distinctive voice, it has a distinctive style, an artistic approach, as well as the fact that most of them feel like they are stretching what Star Wars is. There's a few, probably 2 or 3 of them that I think are a little too close to the classic Star Wars mold for me certainly none of them are bad. I would not even get close to calling any of them bad, but there were a couple of them where I went, okay, I know what this is. I've seen a variation on this before, so it was less memorable. Whereas many of the other ones, some of them are really actually pretty sad. Sad sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. But again, they all have these wonderful artistic unique identities to them. A lot of them are telling really interesting stories. And again, if this is all that ever comes out that I get in terms of what I want Star Wars to be, it's enough. I'm fine. And this is plenty, because I really just had a great time with these from beginning to end. I watched them in sets of 3, kind of spaced them out, because once I watched the first couple, I knew it was going to be quality top to bottom, and it was. So I watched it basically over the space of 3 sessions of 3. They're all about 15, 16 minutes or so not too long. You're talking about 45 minutes to an hour tops. But if you have any interest at all in animation or Star Wars, these are worth seeing. So again, it is Star Wars Visions 2, I think is the title. It's on Disney Plus, unfortunately nowhere else. But, oh boy, these things are beautiful, they're wonderful, and absolutely worth seeing. Later.